From 9 News, this is your news today.
Good morning and welcome to the program. Thank you for your company. Coming up this Wednesday, an Aussie accused of smuggling drugs in Bali on track to avoid the death penalty. Plus, why this encounter with a wild bear is sparking outrage online. And she's just like us. See what the one and only Oprah spent the day doing in Sydney.
But we begin in Melbourne, where a school had to be placed into lockdown after the principal was stabbed, allegedly, by another teacher. Let's go live to Today Melbourne reporter Christine Ahern. Christine, this is a bit of a shocking story. The principal is recovering, though, in hospital.
David, the school principal, Aaron Sykes, was taken from school to hospital via ambulance. He did suffer non-life-threatening injuries and is recovering this morning. The alleged attacker, another teacher, was also taken to hospital via ambulance under police guard. He also has minor injuries. This all unfolded about 3 o'clock yesterday afternoon at Keysborough Secondary College, the Acacia campus. There has been some altercation between the two before the school principal has been allegedly stabbed by that teacher. The students, they were placed into lockdown. Some students say they hid under their desks for about 20 minutes in that lockdown before police came and they're allowed to go home. I've spoken to Victoria Police this morning. They say the investigation is ongoing. No charges at this stage. David.
Thanks, Chris.
AndrewMountbatten-Windsor could be called to give evidence following confirmation an inquiry will be launched into the royal family's properties. Let's go live to 9 Europe correspondent Jess Millwood, who joins us in London. Jess, good to see you. What will this probe be looking at?
Morning, Sarah. It will look at the value for money to taxpayers for the Crown Estate. So these are the properties and the land owned by the monarchy. What sparked all of this was back in October when it was revealed that Andrew Mountbatten-Windsor was paying peppercorn rent, basically next to nothing, to live at Royal Lodge in Windsor for 2 decades. The Public Accounts Committee wrote to the Crown Estate asking for an explanation. They've received all the information they've asked for and said there is more than enough to launch an inquiry into this. Andrew Mountbatten-Windsor may be called to give evidence. What he won't be getting is compensation for leaving Royal Lodge early. He is set to move out in January to Sandringham, and there was speculation he may receive some $1 million Australian dollars for leaving early. That won't be happening because of the state of disrepair he's left Royal Lodge in. Sarah?
All right, Jess, thank you. An Australian man has likely avoided the death penalty after prosecutors in Bali dropped the most serious drug charges against him. Police allege Cairns-born Lamar Archie organised 1.7 kilograms of cocaine worth $1.1 million to be delivered to his Bali apartment disguised as chocolate wrappers. The 43-year-old became emotional after hearing he could instead face almost a decade behind bars.
Any comment, Mama? Just upset.
He will state his defence in court next week.
Now to some breaking news in Queensland, where a man has been shot dead in Logan, south of Brisbane. He was found in a park next to Beenleigh Shopping Centre after police were called just after 10:30 last night. He was pronounced dead at the scene. Police say this shooting was targeted and a man is assisting them with the investigation. The mother of camper killer Greg Lynn's first wife says he was responsible for her daughter's death by mental torture. Lisa Lynn was found dead on the front lawn of her home in 1999. A coroner... Excuse me, I'm going to have to ask someone else to take over.
Yeah, sure. I'll finish that off here, Jane. A coroner finding she died from a prescription drug and alcohol mix. The allegations were revealed in a document as part of Lynn's pre-trial hearing, which can only be revealed now after a gag order expired overnight. Now, pub owners in South Australia have revealed frightening footage of the kind of violence staff members are up against, claiming they're often targeted by repeat criminals. The Australian Hotels Association revealing staff have been assaulted and received death threats. Boss is now pushing for mandatory jail sentences for repeat and violent offenders. More social media platforms could face age restrictions as teenagers switch apps to get around that looming under-16s ban. Let's go live to Today Federal Politics reporter Liz Daniels at Parliament House. Liz, which companies have been warned?
Well, DC, several are on notice, including new photo-sharing apps called Yope and lemonade. They have been surging in usage as this ban looms. The eSafety Commission has also told LinkedIn that it is being monitored in case kids move their activities there. The official ban still a week away, but Meta will begin shutting down Instagram and Facebook accounts from tomorrow. The minister in charge, Annika Wells, admits it will take time to sift through these accounts, but she also has some questions to answer of her own this morning, DC, after revelations she and 2 staff spent $94,000 taxpayer dollars on return flights to New York to promote this looming social media age restrictions.
Yikes. All right, thanks, Liz.
Russian President Vladimir Putin has accused Europe of hindering peace efforts as he meets with US officials to discuss peace in Ukraine. Let's go live to 9 Washington correspondent Lauren Tomasi. Lauren, there's some optimism around this meeting.
Sarah, certainly the Ukrainian president has expressed some hope here, saying that there is a real chance of peace, but that will really hinge on how these talks go today. You've got 2 top US diplomats here, Special Envoy Steve Witkoff, along with Trump's son-in-law Jared Kushner, who are right now in Moscow working to get the Russian president to agree to end the very war he began. They are pushing a US-backed proposal here, but there are some really big hurdles to get over, including territory concessions. And the big question here is what compromises are going to be discussed and what, if any, is going to be welcomed by the Kremlin, Sarah.
Lauren, thank you. Well, it's not something Aussies typically need to worry about, but here's what not to do when and if you do ever encounter a bear. This clip of a girl and her family has gone viral after she was seen coercing the small black bear towards her, attempting to pat and feed it on the street in Tennessee. Just a reminder, don't do that at home.
No, definitely don't do that. I'm okay now. Some shocking new data has exposed the scale of young Aussies' tanning obsession, with 1 in 4 teenagers now wrongly believing that a tan protects them from skin cancer. According to a new poll of children aged 12 to 17, more than a third admitted to deliberately trying to get a suntan at least once during a 6-month period. The revelations have alarmed doctors, with fears they're being influenced by harmful content online. We have some breaking news in entertainment. Rock band Foo Fighters is coming to Tassie for the first time ever. They've just announced a show at Utah's Stadium in Launceston on January 24 next year. Tickets to the one-night-only concert go on sale this Friday. Oprah has spent the day in Sydney ticking off eastern suburbs hotspots, doing the coastal walk and then dining at Bill's in Bondi. Both recommendations coming from Aussie actor Hugh Jackman.
We're doing the hike, advised by the one and only, the best Aussie himself, Mr. Hugh Jackman. This is beautiful. This here, right here, is beautiful. These are the hotcakes, much acclaimed and talked about by the one and only Hugh Jackman. You told the truth. You told the truth.
I mean, those ricotta hotcakes are bomb.
Next level.
Next level. Oprah will be visiting Adelaide, Brisbane and Melbourne, all part of her In Conversation tour.
Very good advice there from Hugh. Lucky girl.
He's a good tour guide.
He is, isn't he?
Yeah, knows how to promote the country well.
Good name to drop as well.
Yeah, no, totally.
All right, let's take a look at the weather right across the country for you now and find clear and warm conditions for a big section of Australia today.
Temperatures in the highs of 20s for Brisbane, Sydney, Canberra, Melbourne and Perth, a top of 30 for Adelaide. Look at you go, Adelaide. Partly cloudy. And 24 for Hobart, the Foo Fighters' favourite place to go.